Yo, yo, yo. Good morning. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be fun. So I was just gonna wait until I was done compiling shaders, but why not share? Why not share this amazing time with you all? Let's compile shaders together. What do you say? What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? Today is Wednesday. There's nothing good on TV. I just clicked playing standalone mode. So we're gonna chit chat until this loads up. Whenever that happens. This is not coffee. This is Red Bull with some Jaeger right here. This is, people ask me how I'm able to do what I do. This right here. Oh yeah, I think we're in here. All right, so unfortunately I was not able to compile this, so we're just gonna have to play this in standalone mode, which is similar. I think, just to make sure everything is good first. Is the audio working? I'm gonna try to turn on MSI Burner. As y'all know, MSI Burner and Unreal Engine, they just don't like each other. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna populate some stats up here. Let's do an audio check and let's do a resolution check. Is this playing in 4K and are you getting the bird chirps and are you hearing me okay? And then we'll go from there. Awesome, man. Awesome. Cool. All right. So today, NVIDIA released the plugin for Unreal Engine 5.2 DLSS 3 with frame generation. And I have 2 videos up already, how to install it. And I did a similar demo to what we're kind of doing it now. But I'm doing it live, you know, just to kind of show you that there's really no hidden options or whatever. We're gonna do this kind of live so you can see a little bit better. You don't hear the birds. Oh my gosh, what is up with these dang birds not wanting to be heard, bro? Hang on. Hey, what's up? What's up? You should be hearing the birds. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Am I back? Is nothing. Am I back? Am I back online? You still cannot hear the bird sounds? What the f is going on, man? I have it set already up here. Where do you want to hear? Which output is your Elgato connected to? That one. Yeah, so this should be sending audio to the screen. That's so weird. I don't know. So I haven't... I see the actual video capture device. I can see it, like, moving, but... And I hear it on my headphones. Also. The heck, man? There's always something. All right, it's worked before, so I don't know. We can just Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I just updated OBS too, so I'm not sure. But you can smell the birds? Okay. Alright. We're just gonna continue on. I'm not sure why that's not working, to be honest. Because I see it in OBS. Like, I can see the birds twerking. I can see them twerking. Like, my peak meter it's going bananas right now. So it should be working. Fuck. What the flying pajamas. Okay. All right. We're just gonna go with this. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna make the sound effects. How does that? Okay, I'll make the sound effects for now. I don't know why the audio is not working. Doesn't make sense, but we're back. All right, good. Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna take a look at DLSS 3 frame generation in the new electric demo forest that we kind of live streamed yesterday. You can ignore the messages on the top left. Some audios are not working. All right, so here we are. Actually, I want to make sure motion blur is turned off. Give me 1 second. I don't want y'all to get. I don't want y'all to throw up on me. Yeah, let's turn that off. Yeah. All right, let's try this again. I don't know. That's very strange. I used to be able to do both. I used to be able to, yeah. I've done live streams before. That's very odd that it's not outputting that anymore. I will have to Google that, but I did just update OBS. But how's everybody doing today, man? Did y'all download the DLSS 3 yet? So it's one of those things that, you know, with $299, you technically have that now. The RTX 4060 at $300 has DLSS 3. Now, obviously, it's not going to outperform. It's not going to outperform my 4090, but at the same time, it's like you have a $300 card and a $1,700 card that shares the same technology. You know, some companies would maybe allow the DLSS 3 to maybe be in the mid-tier, but from the lowest, as far as I know, the cheapest and the most expensive graphics card both have same technologies. AV1, I'm using the 4060 Ti again. We're streaming this 4K. That's just crazy to me, man. Because now we don't have to wait for AAA games, studios, to play with DLSS 3 and Unreal Engine 5.2. Like, you at home can try this right now. You can package your own game. You can make your own game with this DLSS 3 technology. Which is... that's just crazy to me, you know what I mean? So, let's set everything up to 4K. We're at high settings right now. So we're gonna start there. So everybody's good. Yeah, it was it's 10900K. So Netster, I showcased the 1440p and 4K in my previous video because that's how crazy it is. Before DLSS 3, you go 1080p, you get frames per second, right? You move up to 1440p, you kind of lose some frames per second. You move up to 4K, you're definitely going to lose some frames per second. But now with DLSS 3, it's like, again, in Unreal Engine 5.2, in packaged game like Forza and Cyberpunk 2077, it's not the case. Like, it goes up tremendously. Like, I think I hit 384 frames per second playing 1080p with Cyberpunk 2077. But in here, like a non-optimized game, like this is not for gameplay. Like, bro, like, you'd be insane to ship a game like this. Like, this is too high quality. But now it's like 1440p, you get 100 frames per second. 4K, you get 100 frames per second. So that's like, that's not a thing. That shouldn't be a thing, but it is now. Yeah. And I know some people kind of feel weird about DLSS 3. Like, oh man, that's just lazy, right? Like, now people are really not going to optimize their games. But at the end of the day, it's technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, washing machine was invented. People are just lazy now. Like, bro, it's going to help you tremendously. So here's the electric environment. And again, we're running this in high settings, which is console-ish. 4K. And we're running about 28 frames per second. So this is probably not good. This is running substrate. Again, we talked about this in a live stream yesterday. So I do have some key commands. If you watch my video this morning, I had to have the same exact key commands to enable DLSS. So I'll go ahead and switch it on. Now, this is very, very interesting because I am testing this out. Now it's on. DLSS is on, so it's doubling the FPS. It's interesting because I'm doing this with a lot of foliage on the scene. If you notice a lot of video games right now, a lot of demos right now, everyone's just doing rocks and cliffs because those are easy. Like, you can do those. You can nanite those and, you know, make them look good. But when you're talking about foliage, that's when it gets tough. So to me, this right here is the perfect demo for DLSS 3 because it's a lot more complex than say a piece of rock like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's the shape of an egg with some texture on it. But when you're talking about foliage and plants, right? That gets a little bit more trickier. All right? So now we have DLSS on by just default high settings. Okay? So if I press now K, this is now ultra performance. Okay, so I do have some keybinds or whatever. And like I said in my mentioned my previous video, in ultra performance, you're gonna start seeing the grass gets a little bit, and we have compression. This is live stream too, so it's gonna start getting a little bit noisier. If I can explain it, you know, you can really see that there's a little bit of something going on in there. And again, this is 1.2 billion triangles. This small area, 1.2 billion nanite triangles. This is so effing dense. It's crazy. Yeah, it's 20. It was 20 frames per second when we first started. This is a dense environment, man. Like, I should not be able to run this right now. Without DLSS 3, it's not possible, right? Not at high settings, at least. Oh, yeah, you're fine. So the FPS on my right side, right here on the right, that is actually your native, right? That's going to be without DLSS regardless. You're not going to see that, you know, that's going to tell you what it is. But on the left, this is actually MSI Afterburner. On the left, it says D3, D12. That is the FPS that you're looking at. So the right one is before, and the left one is after. Does that make sense? Yeah, this is Lumen. This is default settings, whatever the electric demo they had on. So, yeah, it pretty much doubles the FPS, and yeah, the Lumen does still flicker, but we do have hardware ray tracing turned on in this one. They have it they had it switched on. And we're only about 65. It's so insane, man. All right, let's go with L. Now, L is performance. So we get about, 63-ish, 50. And I don't think the collisions are set up here, so you might see my character jump out a lot. But my goodness, man. This is... Ugh. No, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Oh. Like eventually we're gonna have games that's really gonna ship like this. You know what I mean? You got some, look at this water shader. Ah, man. So we got JK, L. I think U is balance, and I mentioned this before. I think balance is the perfect. I think it's the perfect setting for DLSS because I'm still getting 57 frames per second. Without DLSS 3, it would be like 27. Yeah. And this is live stream, y'all. Like, the live stream is still compressing this. But I wanted to do this live because it's different when you're doing it live to show people. And this is what kind of upsets me about the whole nvidia cards are too expensive kind of deal is it's not just about VRAM anymore. I know a lot of YouTubers are yapping about VRAM, but the technology, man, for me to do this demo at home, that should, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a thing. Ultra performance and balance, yeah, of course. So I think K is ultra performance. All right, look at the trees, and this is, you're gonna start seeing there's a lot of it's dancing a lot with ultra performance, right? But if I press, I said balance, right? Yeah, balance. If I go to balance, that gets cleaned up. Like, if you're gonna package a game with DLSS 3, balance is your best friend. What are you talking about? Yeah. Is the 4K... this should be streaming at 4K 60 frames per second. And you know what's crazy about this? Right? If you think about it, this is not a packaged game. This is running in a standalone mode. Whenever you have a packaged game... Actually, matter of fact, if you haven't seen my RTX... Actually, tell you what. After we do this here, I'll go back to a packaged demo like I did this morning. I will do that one live, because with a packaged game, you will get more FPS. Okay, this is running pretty much in standalone mode. But I was not able to package this game, unfortunately. It's giving me a lot of errors. So if I ever package it, then we'll check it out. But this is still very much so not a packaged game. I'm lost. Hang on. Okay, so turn right. Okay. But yeah, that's... Yeah, whenever you package something, you're going to get better performance. So this is balance right now. and what I like about working with nvidia, because I was talking to Zach. I was like, Zach, the electric demo map just released, and I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I was like, I'm gonna live stream this tomorrow. He's like, okay. And that's what's chill about it. It's like, dude, they're not afraid. They know their technology is good. Cause this is so freaking amazing. What setting are we in? Yeah, balance. Okay. Yeah, so that whole Starfield stuff, here's my take. I'm not gonna cry for FPS. I play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with my son. It's still fun right now in the Switch. But my problem is, if you're gonna come out with a game with spaceships and sci-fi with fast-moving objects, bro, you better give me at least 48 frames per second, because that ain't gonna work. I think he's stuck in the branch. There's a lot of the collisions again. They didn't set this up, I don't think, for like gameplay. So this T-Rex is getting stuck. It's that's unfortunate, man. I'm not hating on studios for doing that. It's just what they can do. But at the same time, if you're gonna go to that genre, you better be prepared prior to that, knowing that you have to deliver at a certain frame rate. You know, like if it's fast-paced spaceships flying around and stuff, 30 frames per second, man, that's gonna be rough, dude. Shit. Hey, you're not supposed to move, dude. Whoa. Time out. Okay, you're supposed to just stay there. Yeah, this is Raxus, dude. If you don't know who Raxus is, he creates... He's a very cool dude, by the way. He's gonna make me... I'm trying to make him make me a dinosaur. But he makes probably one of the coolest dinosaurs in the Epic Marketplace. But yeah. You said genre? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The space flight combat will suck at 30 frames per second, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what do you mean 30 frames per second? Like, I understand if it's like a snooze game, like, I don't know, something like an adventure. Even for an adventure game, I can't do 30. When you have a lot of fast-moving objects, it's just not gonna work. Anyway, back to the demo. We have I is quality. All right, so we have quality right now. We're getting about 67 frames per second. I wish you can hear the sound in the background right now. I have it on my earphones, but I can legit just stand here and enjoy this environment. And I kind of mentioned this on my post. You know, Epic Games bought out 3Lateral and Quixel back in 2019, and both of those companies dropped a major tech bomb like last week and this week. You know, 3Lateral designed the MetaHumans. They released the MetaHuman animator. Quixel Megascans released this environment. Tim Sweeney knows how to purchase companies. I will give him that, because my goodness, those two purchases alone, that is Fortnite money well spent. That's what I'm going to say. That's probably the best way to say it. That is some V-Bucks money well spent with Quixel and 3Lateral. But yeah, it's just, this shouldn't be a thing, man. I should not be able to walk around in here at 67 frames per second in 4K. So Shadow, is that Shadow? Oh, Shadow. Okay, Shadow's here. What's up, Shadow? So what's crazy about that, right? And I know I sound like kind of repetitive, but the 3090 series I bought, I was like, wow, this is the best card I've ever bought. The 4090 comes out. It was double the performance of the 3090 for roughly about the same price, for like $200 more. I paid $14.99 for the 3090, and then I paid $1,700 for the 4090 when it first came out. So now you're asking about the 5090. from my understanding is it has to be at least double again, if not more, right? So again, I'm gonna run the same demo when the 5090 comes out, and we'll be able to run this at bananas. Like, at some point we're gonna hit like a roadblock that just say, oh, okay, we can run this at 500 FPS. I think it's you know, that's pretty much it. But we're not there yet. I think by 8090 or 7090 or something like that, like, eventually we would hit that graphics mark. Yeah, that's what I think. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. When the 4090 first came out, I'm not sure if y'all remember the Titan cards. Titan cards were 2500. When the 4090 was announced, I was like, this is about to be the Titan. It's going to replace the Titan as far as pricing goes, right? And then they say, no, it's $1799. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't know if y'all remember, but the day of the release, I spent 3-4 hours just refreshing the page to get that 4090, because ain't no dang way I'm gonna miss out a $1,700 4090 card. And luckily, I was able to snag one. You know what I mean? Like, that was not a thing. $1,700 for a top end GPU. You can't stack 4090s for Unreal Engine 5. and I kind of want to know your opinion on this. So console prices are going up. GPU prices are going down. And there is no more such thing as a console exclusive. Eventually, I feel like console gamers are going to have to make a decision. Should I buy a console game or should I buy a PC? They're going to have to decide on what they're going to want to do. You know what I mean? Because what, consoles, I think I was looking at a PS5, it's like $500 or something like that. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting, because once a new card comes out, the previous cards go down. You know what I mean? So it's like when the 5090 comes out, the 6090 comes out, now you have a 4090 that's like $400. That's crazy. This is so crazy, dude. I should not, like, with this much dense nanite, I should not be able to run this here. This is just, I want to say magic, but I know there's so much hard work that went into DLSS 3. Yeah, this is 4K. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have a lot. There, dude. There's so many Unreal Engine 5 games coming out. It's gonna, like, just wait. Just wait, dude. Like, just wait. I think I already went this way. By the way, I'm gonna make some tutorials on, I was kind of digging into it yesterday, because yesterday in the live stream I told y'all that this is not just a regular PCG. This is actually a blueprint, and sure enough, it is a blueprint. Inside the blueprint are multiple PCGs. So stay tuned on the channel. I'm gonna break it down and kind of show you a tutorial on how to do it, because you can actually create a similar scene like this with like a couple of clicks, which is freaking bananas, right? So stay tuned for that. We'll have some tutorials. I love this environment. You know, for somebody who lives in Las Vegas, I don't know what this is. You know, I don't get this here. Yeah, so unfortunately, you want to know the entire, Chili, you want to know the entire It's 1.2 billion for the entire thing. I'm sorry, I'm just keep it up here. Yeah, yeah, they're just using PC stuff anyway. Yeah, no, it's, dude, I don't think the collisions are set up here. I just pretty much just put this character in here and started walking around. I didn't even set up some, like, this just came out today. Like, DLSS 3 officially just came out today. Yeah. Yeah, 2 to 5 years, man. Lumen and Nanite are babies compared to, like, Unreal Engine is, I would say it's still pretty much so a young engine. You know what I mean? Like, especially when they just kind of developed it or whatever. And was it 98 or 99? But they just started actually getting cash money when Fortnite came out. You know what I mean? That water's just bananas. And again, this is not even a packaged game, man. This is just pretty much when in the editor. I don't know who Vitaly Bulgarov is, bro. Yeah. Yeah, the shadows are still flickering. You can see it a little bit right there. No, I don't know if that's gonna be removed when you package the game. And additionally, they do have auto exposure turned on in here. I left everything by itself. Yeah, it's a 10900K, man. That's all I got. It's like a 3-year card. CPU. Crazy, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what he is. I don't know, dude. Looking at PS2 games compared to looking at this, I can see the difference. Have you, like, cracked open a PS2 game recently? Like, let's just put it this way. I watched, like, a trailer. I compared the trailer for the Metal Gear Solid 3 to the new one that just came out. And I was shaking my head the entire time. I'm like, I can't believe I used to think that looked good. Like, I thought, like, Metal Gear Solid 3 had, like, the best graphics when I was playing it at that time. But looking at it now, it's like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, because we just didn't know any better. We didn't know any better. You know, like, I'm showing this to my kids right now. And when they grow up, they'll be like, I was like, crap graphics, Dad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. Yeah. Yeah, if I would, like I said, if I would have cash, I would go with a Threadripper because I don't play a lot of games. I do more, you know, stuff like this here. All right, so let me close this out, and let me open the other one, which is a package game. Actually, I'm letting people download this on ArtStation right now because, as you all know, Mavi's maps are not cheap. So I'm gonna have this available for download. Actually, you can check the link. Check the link later in my YouTube video. You can download this for like $1. So you can benchmark your system as well. What time is it? 8:04? Okay. So this one right here is a package game. And this is the same one that I made a video about this morning. Settings, let's go to full screen, 4K, turn this to high. Oh, flip this over. That's not available, the car. The car's not available. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. P is off. So let's turn everything off. So this is the environment. This is a package game. So this is going to run a lot better than the other one. Alright, so let's turn it on. We're getting about 55 frames per second. As you can see, with the DLSS 3 off, the right one and the left one are matching. Now we're going to turn on DLSS 3. So now we're getting like 90 frames per second. We've done these demos here before, and I was not able to run it at this quality, man. He's not supposed to shoot back. Oh man, I'm about to get oofed. Oh, snaps. Did y'all see that? Oh man, that grenade was awesome. But yeah, this is a package game, and as you can see, we're getting about 90 frames per second in here, and I can't tell it visually. I'm playing this right now on my screen, 4K monitor. I'm telling you, this looks amazing on my end. And we'll flip on ultra performance. Here goes ultra performance. You know, I told you yesterday in the Forest scene, I mean, it's different scenes, but it's not a package game. So this is ultra performance 4K. And now we're getting 145 frames per second. Yeah, this is Mavi's. This is Mavi's. Yeah. But this is now DLSS 3 with ultra performance. And again, you can download this. I'll put the link in the video of this live stream later. Freaking amazing, man. L is gonna be performance mode. This is 4K, man. That's stuck. Crazy, man. Crazy. Like, DLSS 3 is just insane. Like, you don't have to pre-train your model or anything. It's just, you package it up and it just works. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Dude, where did that guy come from? Sorry, I was reading your comments. Oh god. Yeah, this is a 140. Yeah. This is 144 hertz. Yeah, I think the flickering is virtual shadow maps, to be honest. I think it's virtual shadow maps. But yeah, man. This is out now if you want to try it out with your Unreal Engine 5.2 projects. So, as far as the editor goes, you can change your screen percentage, and that's going to work on, as far as I know, that's DLSS 2. But if you want DLSS 3, again, follow the tutorial that I made. And it works with play-in editor, and it works in a standalone game, and it works in a package game. Kind of like what you're seeing right now. Let's turn this up to... Now, Ultra is overkill. You know what I mean? Like, Ultra is your cinematic settings. Like, nobody in their right mind would sell a game in Ultra settings. Like, cinematic full. Like, it's supposed to be saved for cinematic only, right? So this is Ultra at 4K. Just want to make sure. Yeah. And I do have VSync on. So 144 frames per second. All right, so press J to turn it on. All right, so this is just on. And let's go to ultra performance. I'm running this ultra settings. Ultra settings, and I'm getting 78 frames per second. Okay, and like I mentioned in the video I just uploaded today, you're just gonna see it in the foliage a little bit. Like, nobody should be able to play this at all. Like, I should be dying right now. Like, my GPU should be fried by now. So L, but yeah. Oh shoot! I gotta decrease that range, man. That range is way too far. So this is performance right now. Again, cinematics. Cinematics. This is ultra. Bro. There's no optimization here, dude. This place is massive. Like, I mainly made this so people can get it, download it, and benchmark their own systems with it. Because I can guarantee you probably have a better CPU than I do. So this is just insane. You know, and when the 5090 comes out, what the heck is that gonna look like? Insane, bro. Insane. No, it's a 4 point something. Alright. Alright, so before I go, let me show you something that I rendered last night. Let me show you this thing. I'm gonna upload this later on. Well, I'll give you all a sneak peek. Crazy, man. Yeah, and the flickering, you might see that stuff. You have YouTube compression too. This is like live 4K OBS with a 4060 Ti. So I'm not sure. You know, it might mush it up for y'all. I'm not sure, because on my end it doesn't pop up as much, if that makes sense. You guys gotta check this out. So I rendered this last night, and I gotta say, this is probably the most photorealistic forest I've ever seen. Alright, it's the playback is kind of laggy right now, so let me play it a little bit smaller, okay? Because it's like EXR, you know what I mean? Oops, sorry. Play it right here. Can I make this? There you go. This is that same environment we were just in, but this is rendered. The Electric Dreams environment is the most photorealistic forest I've ever seen. It's insane. Yeah, I'm giving away the 4060 Ti. I'm trying not to beat it up too much, because I know somebody else is going to own it later. Man. Quixel, they knocked it out of the park. Aside from the... Now, this is not the standard lighting. I kind of lit this myself. So, this is not what you're going to get out of the Electric Dreams. It might look different. I don't want people to, like, freak out when it doesn't look like this. I just took a lot of the overexposures out, because they had auto exposure on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting some frame drops because I'm playing this. This is like an EXR. I don't know, dude. This right here is... I guess I would have to, like, buy it later, but this forest right here, bro. I know Malvi's is bigger. But, dude, the freaking assets... It's insane. It's crazy, man. And for them to kind of give it to us for free... I don't get it. Yeah. Like, if you were to show this to somebody who didn't know any better, they would be like, hey, where'd you go? You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I can... Here, maybe I can... No, I'm gonna upload the full video here shortly. Probably sometime... Actually, probably after this stream. Yeah, I turned off all the post... In this one you're looking at right now, I turned off all their lights. Turned off all their post-processing. And I just did it all from scratch. Like, so this is not what you're gonna get with the Electric Dreams demo. Yeah, no, EXR. And you know what's crazy? This is actually an optimized media. So it's not even like... If I turn this off, that's not... You're not even watching the full resolution. Because now I'm going to get like... Just take a look at this picture right now. I don't want... Oh, man. This is like a render. Man. Crazy, right? To go from ping pong to this. And how many years? To Doom. No, from Doom to this. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really lagging here because now I'm really playing the full EXR. Before it was an optimized media, so it was like a fourth of the quality. But now you're looking at it like 4K right in front of your face. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm gonna upload this later, man. I might actually upscale it to 8K. You know what? I might render this in 8K. Absolutely. We'll just do that. Because what I like to do is I like to render stuff in 8K. Then I would like drive to Best Buy and go to their like biggest screen with OLED and then watch my videos there in 8K. It's pretty fun. I never buy the TVs because I can't afford it. But at least I can see my videos in 8K, which is super cool. Yeah, Pong. Hey, Pong. Hey, everyone's gonna start somewhere, right? But we're not gonna start there. Give me 1 second. One more thing before I go. Let's get like maybe 10 more minutes. Let me do this. Now, this might crash my computer. So if it crashes my computer, that's pretty much the end of the stream. But let me try and run this quality in real time. Okay? 49, are you ready? All right, 49 is ready. So, let's do this. Let's compile some shaders real quick. But let's check this out. And again, if it crashes it, then I'll just end the stream. But I am messing around in here. So that video that you just saw in Resolve, it's in this one. But I'm going to try and play it with DLSS 3. Which honestly I haven't really tested it out yet. That's what I'm saying. If it crashes, then if it crashes, it crashes. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's just a disclaimer, don't try this at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a very bad idea. If you're gonna do this, package the game. Like, don't ever do this in, like, the editor. Don't. It's bad. Alright. So I'll go ahead and clean this up. And we are going to try this in Pi. Now, I do have DLSS 3 again in this one. But again, the lighting is not the standard one. It's the one that you just saw earlier. And I think there's something weird going on with... We'll just take a look. I haven't really tried it yet. No, don't try this at home, bro. Do not try this. This is not good. All right, so now you're playing this in real time. I'm moving this with my mouse, okay? Now I can't open up MSI Afterburner because it's gonna crash it. So W is to move. I think F is to slow down the camera. So we'll slow it down. But this is real time. I'll turn on DLSS 3 now. It's gonna freeze for a second. There you go. Now remember, what you're seeing on the right side, you're seeing 32 frames per second, is going to be doubled with DLSS 3 on. All right. So this is not a render. What you're looking at right now is me controlling the camera. You are going to see you still see the flickering stuff in the shadows. But and it's a tad bit overexposed. I would say that. But ladies and gents, this is, so right now I'm at 70 frames per second in this quality with DLSS 3 on. So whenever I make the argument of it's not just about VRAM anymore, it's not. This technology is something that people need to really get used to. It's not going anywhere. I should not be able to play this at 70 frames per second right now, looking like this. Okay? It shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, you want me to speed it up? I just don't want to make y'all dizzy. I can increase it. Whoa, slow down. Yeah, here's control. You can move it fast. I just don't want people to get dizzy. I know some people have issues with that. But bro, people people in the virtual production field, whenever they actually discover DLSS 3, it's gonna be their best friend. People with LED volumes, whenever they're projecting stuff on the screen. And eventually, my hope is DLSS 3 will make it to VR in Unreal Engine 5.2. Yeah. It is... it is just a little bit overexposed. Just a little bit. Not too much. But my goodness, man. Aside from the shadows, the virtual shadows flickering, I think there's a fake fog up there that's kind of showing up on my screen. It's incredible. Let me see if I can go this way. Oh! Oh my gosh. I thought my computer just died there. I just saw it. I'm gonna slow down a little bit, okay? Because, yeah, my computer did not like that. It said WTF. Yeah, this is just a tad bit overexposed. It doesn't look overexposed to you. It looks like over. Oh, it's probably because of. All right, yeah, probably going through YouTube. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm looking at this now. I don't think as much as I love Mavi, I don't think this is I don't think Mavi's forest looks better than this, bro. This is on another level. I didn't get any water pack. I didn't, man. Oh man. They're not gonna put the Rivian car in here. It would be like a big copyright. Uh oh, I just hit the branch. Let's go under. Oh, it is getting hot up in here. Woo! It's crazy, man. Yeah, 34 frames per second without DLSS. This riverbed is really pretty. I wish you can hear the sound though. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work. $1.2 billion triangles, man. 1.2 billion. We talking billion. And yeah, I think Lara Croft, I think the next Tomb Raider is getting developed in Unreal 5. But if they target consoles, we're gonna have to wait for PC for it to look like this. Unfortunately. I can't, man. I'm getting an error compiling this. I'm not sure what's going on. It crashed my computer when I tried to compile it. So one of the things that I noticed in the Electric Dreams demo with Quicksoul's lighting is they were lighting a lot of stuff like under rocks and stuff like that. But in reality, some stuff are going to be this pitch black. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no light there. There's not much... I don't know. To me, it looks more natural when you have a little bit of darkness in your scene. Not everything has to be so high dynamic range. Because, yeah, in real life, we do have some shadows that look like that. But that's just my 2 cents. Alright, I'm glitching out here. Give me a sec. They are moving. The wind is just not, like, it's just not windy right now. You know what I mean? Like, that thing is moving. It's a material move, though, I think. Yeah, I think it's a material move. Yeah, it's 4K, yeah. No, I turned it off. I turned eye adaptation off because if you saw my render yesterday, I did not like how that looked. I don't like overexposure. Like, especially in like photography or videography, I manually expose everything. Because you gotta let some stuff blow out. I'm not sure because this is a drone. This is a drone player. I'm not sure. I know in my demo earlier, it should collide in the burnt forest. I can't. No, there's... I think the drone itself has a collision that's making it, like, not go through the plant. I mean, seriously, show this to your mom right now, and she'll be like, wow, that's a nice picture. Yeah, I don't like the overexpose. I mean, the auto exposure. But, you know, some people like it, some people don't. Matter of taste, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not expect this to run. Let's go with balance. So that got a little bit sharper. Man, if they can figure out those shadow flickering, we are done for. We're done ski after that, yo. Yeah, I do local. I turn off all. I do manual exposures. It gives me a little bit more control. Freaking A, dude. Bro. Let's go with I, which is quality. And K was ultra performance. Quality, and then O is like, ooh, yeah, let's not do that. I think O is like 100% everything maxed out. It is gorgeous, dude. I got no word for it, man. I got no fucking word for this. And that's why yesterday, I knew DLSS 3 was coming. That's why I was so excited yesterday when I was doing the live stream in this environment, because I knew I was gonna fucking try DLSS 3 with this environment, because I knew it was gonna look insane like this. And it's kind of nice, right? Because people who spend their money on a 4090, it's nice to know, like, hey man, you spent that money for a good reason. Like, you got a good graphics card. Especially if you're doing freelancing for Unreal Engine, man. You can make some money with Unreal freelancing right now. So take that graphics card as an investment and not just a toy. And it's going to give you a different perspective. Crazy. Yeah, I am gonna relight this for a nighttime shot, but I might have to do it. I'm not sure if I can do it for an entire demo, but I might do a cinematic night shot for us, like a night scene, but with like movies, like a movie, like a rendered scene. And this, man, this substrate water, this single layer BSDF right here. That's real. Yeah, I think that's because it's a live stream. I'm live streaming this at like 18,000 kilobits per second at 60 frames per second. So unfortunately, you're not really going to see 100% what I'm seeing. So that's why I say go try it out yourself if you're brave, but just be careful. But no, you are not seeing, like... Actually, you know what would be really cool? What if I screenshot one of this so you can see it actually in editor? Because, yeah, no, the compression is still going to F it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, let me do a screenshot. Let me pick a spot and I'll take a screenshot. Let's get a nice pretty area. This looks nice. Okay, yeah. I used to fly drones in Europe, and this really reminds me of like me flying a drone. Let's get the framing right. Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it, and I will put it on the I'm gonna put it on the link. I'm gonna put it in the comments section of this whenever this goes live publicly, and I will share that screenshot so you can really see my screen and what I'm looking at. Because the live stream, even though it's 4K 60p, it's just not going to look what I'm actually seeing. Yeah. Sorry, man. I think I'm probably gonna head out here in 5 minutes, but this is so fun. Like being able to just go in here and walk around. And you can make this bigger. Again, I'm gonna make a tutorial on kind of like the PCG stuff they used in here, because we can make this even bigger. That's why that environment pack, if you haven't downloaded, you might want to go ahead and download that. It's very good. It's like 60 gigs of goodies. I just wish, hopefully one day they would release like a cyberpunk city, kind of like a Matrix demo, but cyberpunk for free. That'd be cool. Asking for a friend, of course. Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, I know it's a tech demo, sure. But what's crazy is they were brave enough to like give it out. There's some companies out there who would just kind of like, hey, no, that was just a tech demo. And that's one of the things, like, that's one of the things with me too, is when there's something new, like a technology comes out, I usually take everything with a grain of salt until I see it, until I play with it. So when I saw the demo of this in GDC, I was like, all right, that looks good, man. But you really can't appreciate it until you're actually in here. Even right now through the 4K YouTube, you just won't, man. You have to get in here, because it's really cool to be part of it. You know, like right now, I think I'm the only one streaming DLSS 3 and 5.2. Like, that's, for me, that's just being a part of this. It's just super cool. One day when the kids look at, like, OG graphics, they're like, look at this grandpa doing, RTX 4090 card. They're probably going to have this running on their cell phones in the future. Crazy. Yeah, I have the Gigapack. I bought that when it first came out. Let me see, I'm just reading. Yeah, it's 4 series. Oh, let's take a look at it in the editor. As long as it doesn't crash. Alright, so this is the editor. Let's turn everything to cinematic. Yeah, it's about running 20 frames per second. It's at 50%. Oh, dear God. Help me. Ooh. It looks like I'm also hitting a nanite right here. Yeah, bro. I'm getting like 11 frames per second. I wish I had a new motherboard. $2080 Ti, yeah, try it, man. Try it. Yeah, it's 11 FPS right there. See this right here? I think I'm running out of something. Okay, I'm gonna go head out. I'm gonna upload a couple of videos, but that's pretty much it. DLSS 3 for Unreal Engine 5.2 is out now. Check out the video. I made 2 videos, 1 how to install it and 2 demo, similar to kind of what we did today, but it's a lot longer. Yeah, bro, I heard Starfield is gonna be released to 11 FPS. It's gonna be great. But looking forward, though, like looking at the future, what would 6090 look? What would 5090 look? How much FPS would I get out of that? You know what I mean? I'm getting 11 now. But when 5090 comes out, what am I going to get? Am I going to get 24? 30? I don't know. It's about to get nuts. I'll tell you that. Additionally, maybe they will allow multi-GPU in Unreal Engine 5.2 because it is enabled now for RTX 6000, but it's an $8,000 card, and I think it's only for rendering path tracing. So, for us folks, this is gonna have to do. Yeah, it is. It's available now. They announced it. They released it today. I've been testing it for a couple of weeks, and it's so hard to explain it with words. That's why I made videos and I live streamed it, because I just could not. It's so hard to explain it. Like, it looks good. It's not enough. Like, you have to see what it's doing to fully. Actually, you have to try it yourself for you to actually experience it. So those YouTubers knocking on DLSS 3, it's like, have you even tried it? I just showed it to you right now. You know, like, that's what I want them to do. It's just try it first. Because, man, it's crazy. Go to my video. Let me see. I made 2 videos today. I made this one. Watch this. And actually has the link right here. So, yeah. Well, that's pretty much it for the stream, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out. What is it, Wednesday? Thanks for taking the time to hang out and talk to me here and checking out the DLSS 3 feature in 5.2. Dude, Digital Foundry, they get dibs on everything. Like, they get all the cool stuff. They get it, like, months before. But I like doing it because I'm an individual. And there's no strings attached. Like, I will never agree to something that's... If there's a strings attached to it, I usually turn it down. That's why I'm super poor. Like, if you're going to make me try something, you got to let me try it. And that's why I like working with NVIDIA, because it's like, hey, DLSS 3 is coming out. You want it? Yes. Okay. That's it. He's like, we have a demo, but I know you want to use your own. Yeah, I'm going to use my own stuff. That was it. There's no, hey... Sometimes some companies will be like, we just want to make sure that you say good things about this product, or I'm like, no, bro, I don't do that. If you want a puppet, go freaking pay whoever you gotta pay. But if you're gonna let me try something and you believe it's truly good, you let me try it and I'll make a video about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like working with NVIDIA, because it's like that. hey, we have this thing, try it. Cool. It's not, there's no manipulation, man. It's just facts. Like, hey, tell us what you think. And that's what I did. You know what I mean? and that's the thing is with nowadays, it's so hard to find legit reviewers because people would just review the stupidest thing just to make money off of it. I think, who was that? MKBD dude? He reviewed this gas mask thing that he thought was stupid, but he reviewed it anyway because he wanted cash. Like, I understand that's how you make money, but that's not how I roll, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you want me to try it, something, you just can't say good things about it. I'm gonna be pretty honest with you when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I absolutely enjoyed this little demo, this plugin. I'm gonna be playing around with it a lot. All right. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Do you know about remove local content? Okay, I think I caught up. All right, I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out.